What kind of traveler are you when it comes to packing? Are you I'm gonna bring everything I have, I'm gonna do a checked bag, I wanna have options and choices, or are you a minimalist? You pack carry-on only and you get everything that you need down to a capsule wardrobe that you can repeat items, and you know that everything that's in your bag is matching with each other, it goes with each other, and it's okay if you wear things more than once. I'm a little bit of each, but it really depends on where I'm going and what I'm doing. I prefer to be a minimalist and carry on only, but there are those instances when you need to have a little bit of everything. We went on an anniversary trip with my parents, my whole family. I think there was like 10 of us, and we had different events along the way that required a fancy dress or it required beach attire, so we needed a lot more things than normal. I'm currently packing for a beach trip. It is casual, it's no nonsense, it's flip-flops, bathing suit, and minimal clothing. It's maybe a t-shirt, a cover-up, and a set of pajamas, and that's it. And that goes for my makeup and travel toiletries. It's going to be just what I need for the beach. So I wanted to give you a quick overview of what I would pack and what I am packing for a beach vacation versus a not sure what I'm doing, want to be prepared for everything, high, middle, low, all the things. And it's really easy when you're talking about cream foundation. These little palettes are so perfect because you can do so many things with this tiny palette, just the same as you can do with something a little bigger, which will give you more options if you want to dress up, if you want to do eyeshadow glam. So there are so many ways to pack and be prepared for whatever happens on your trip. I am going to do an overhead right now, and I'm going to walk you through everything here, and then I want to show you a quick beach ready look that's so simple and show you how you can get a really great look out of just a few colors. Here's an overview of two different ways to pack. Over on this side, this would be for a longer trip where I may need to do eyeshadows and I want to maybe have a little glam look and I want to have everything at my fingertips. This side is a minimalist approach with just a small palette. As you can see, 4 colors there, 4 colors here, mainly just lip and cheeks down here, and then the face on top. I do not have any eyeshadows in here, and I'm actually going to use my illuminator, which is right here, and my contour for eyeshadow. And 3 brushes, just 3 brushes. And the reason why I picked this brush right here is in case I want to do an eyeshadow and my fingers, you know, I'm feeling like I want a little bit more detail. And same thing with here. Maybe I want to do line my lips or do a little eyeshadow or a liner with the contour, and then just a good brush. And then this middle section are things that go for both sides. And that would be a brow gel, primer and lash primer and mascara, my eyelash curler, and then a lip gloss, and then a lip balm. This is Lip Whip. And then everything over here is for a larger trip when I want to have lots of options. Maybe I'm going to a big event and I want to have eyes. I have a lip liner and eyeliner, and then I have some other options up here for lips. And then I have a brush cleaner, and I have a setting spray in case I need that. And of course, I would bring this little microfiber towel to both. And then in my big palette, I have all of these colors for my face, and then I have all of this. So this is a brow wax, this is a lip liner, I have a balm, I have all these eyeshadows, I have a powder right here, which you can see is very well loved. And so these are 2 very different options, but both will give you a beautiful, seamless look. There is a look at how I pack depending on what I'm doing. That's what's so cool about this makeup. It's so versatile. It's so easy to take on the go. It's TSA approved. Everything that you need are in these palettes. And then the accessories that you need are personalized to what kind of look and trip you're going on. So for this beach vacation, I have my palette. I'm just gonna take a nice little thin, small pouch like this. This is actually a water resistant, waterproof kind of little pouch, which I love, and I can throw it into the wash. I'm gonna just take these 3 brushes, throw them in here, right? I've got my eyelash primer, my mascara. I have a little brow wax. This is amazing. Well, it's a brow gel actually. This is amazing. Pop that in there. My eyelash curler, because I don't go anywhere without that. And then I have a gloss and then a balm. And look, it's tiny. I could even fold this down if I want, and it's so small. This is what I'm taking to the beach for just being able to do a quick, easy makeup on the go. If I want to feel like I have a little color, I'll come in here, do some color correcting, add some mascara, maybe some gloss, and that's it. But I wanted to have some options, and that's why in my palette, I did add some extra colors for lip and cheek. And for me, that's all I really need. I have a beautiful, light, soft gloss. I have a little bit of a darker gloss. This is a satin, so this could be both a lip and a cheek, and this is another darker color that is so great. So many options there, if depending on what I want to look like. And then just my face right here. 2 really important things are my illuminator, because that gives a gorgeous glow. And then I love having contour. Now you could swap out your contour for a bronzer, and that would work just as well. And I may do that. I think I may actually switch this contour out for a bronzer, but that's it. And then if I were to go on a bigger trip, I have this great stand-up bag. It's from Kushi. Both the sides fold down like that so you can really see what's in here. And then I put my palette in here like this. All my brushes can go right down into the welt of the bag. And then I just throw everything in top. And again, it's a little bit bigger. It's not gonna necessarily be as slim and small, but I have 2 little pouches right here that I can pop my lip glosses in. These are 2 other, a blush stick, excuse me, and a stain. So those can go right on in there. And then I like to do a brush cleanser spray, and this is a setting spray. So I like to add those as well. I have my microfiber towel. Ooh, I forgot to put that in the other one. So I would put that in this smaller one as well. Put that in here, right? And as you can see, it's just a little bit bigger. I am going to grab my mascaras and my eyelash curler out of here, because these are going to both. So I would grab these as well, right? And I always love to have the gel for my eyebrows, regardless of where I am. And I can grab these things and pop it in here. And so here we have a larger carry-on. I always carry on my makeup, and I could throw this into my travel tote on the plane or wherever I'm going. But this is big. And then when you look at something this size in comparison, it's so much smaller, and this will fit just right down next to my computer, and so easy to grab on the plane and everything. So those are my 2 ways to travel with my makeup. Now that you've seen the 2 different ways that I like to pack, whether I want everything so that I have choices, or the minimalist look, I wanted to show you what I would do and how I'm gonna do my makeup while I'm at the beach. There are so many times I don't even put on makeup, but there are those times when maybe we'll go out for a cocktail or meet friends for a drink somewhere, something like that, or dinner, and I do wanna do a light makeup. So I thought I would show you, this is my 8 palette. I'm gonna put my hair back real quick. This is my 8 palette, and it does everything that I needed to do. I mean, barring adding a little mascara, which is so important, this is it. So I go in with my lightest shade real quick, and I'll just brighten in the places that I need to brighten. And this is how I do my makeup wherever I am. I always start with a little bit of brightener down the middle of my face, just like this, and then a little bit right there. And I'll take my lightest shade and my color corrector on my lids, and you can see there's some redness around here. And this is going to minimize that redness and just give me a very even complexion. And I'll just take that same color with my fingers. Now, you could do this on a plane. You could do this, you know, right after the beach and you've showered and you just want to run out, and maybe you're at the beach and you're not, you know, going home. You could do this in the ladies' room real quick, or in a taxi or an Uber or wherever you are. I have been known to do it. That's it. Just a light layer. Remember, it's warm where you are. It's a casual beach kind of place. So you're just gonna blend it in really nicely like this and even out your skin tone. Now, if you are a sunning person and you love to be at the beach and tan, you may want to go a little bit darker with some of your colors so that it'll blend better with your tan. But I pretty much wear a hat and sunscreen, and so I don't expect my colors to change. And these colors are very forgiving. And I think I need a little bit more right up here. So you just have to look. So just make sure. And if you are at the beach, your creams should be warm already, so they should blend very easily. And then the next thing, if you aren't sunning, or maybe you do want a little bit more glow, I would turn over my blush bronzer, grab some of my bronzer, and just give myself a really nice, healthy glow so that it looks like I've been at the beach, even though I'm not necessarily baking or sunning my face too much. So just add that color to your face like that. And then you can take the same brush. You can either go in with the brush. I like to go in with my fingers, and I like to mix color. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of each. And one's a satin and one is a semi-gloss. So it's going to give it a nice glow. This is the prettiest color. So this is Renaissance and Huckleberry that I'm using together. This. Add a little bit more. And you can see how quickly you can do this. Just add a little flush to your face like this. Blend it. And I'm not using any contour or anything like that. I don't feel like I need that. And then I'm going to flip over to the front. I'm going to take a little bit of my illuminator. Pick a little bit more. This is going to give you that gorgeous glow that you love at the beach. And you can always add more bronzer if you feel like you need it. You could add a little bit down your nose like this. And then what I like to do with my illuminator is go in and put it on my eyelids like this and give a little glow to my lids. It's so pretty. And then I will go in with my contours, same thing with my finger, and add a little bit to the outside of my eyelid. Like that, just add a little bit of color. And did I say contour? I meant bronzer. The bronzer, because I usually use a contour, but because this is my beach palette, I am using, and see how pretty that is? That warms up your eye and gives sort of a brightness to the color of your eyes. It's gonna make the blue or green or brown, whatever, pop like that. And then just go in, and I love adding a little gloss like this, and I use my finger for most of it. I do pack these two brushes just in case I want to have a little bit more control over my lips or eyes, but you don't need these if you're okay using your fingers. And then I'm always going to go in with a little bit of brow gel and comb that into my brows like this, and then like this. And we're almost done. Add a little mascara. I always have this. I know this is awkward, the size of an eyelash curler, but it makes the biggest difference. At least it does to my eyelashes, because my eyelashes seem to look stubby, but when I use the eyelash curler and then the eyelash primer, love this stuff. It makes all the difference in the world. So I'll just go like this. And I'm almost ready. And I love the versatility of this makeup. It's so simple, and we can let that wait for a second. And I do have a gloss, so if I wanted to add that on top, I can do that while I wait for my lashes to dry. A little gloss. And then let's go in with the mascara. And we're almost done. It's that quick, it's that easy. And you don't have to sacrifice how you look by bringing just the essentials like this. I think mascara makes a big difference. And I love the lash primer. And this is the Voluminous from L'Oreal. And it's very light, it's not heavy, so it's not gonna be like a big, crazy lashes. And that's my beach ready makeup. Simple, easy to travel. This is TSA approved, and I love, all I do is take a small little pouch like this, pop it in. I have my 3 brushes like this, right? I have everything I need for my lashes. I have a lip balm just in case. I have a lip gloss because maybe I just want to throw this on or bring this in my purse. I have my brows, and look, it is simple, small, and you can just pack this right in your travel tote. Whereas if you need a little bit more, you've got this, and this works just as well too. The one thing that I didn't mention with this one is I do like to bring the microfiber cloth, because then I can wipe my fingers when I'm done, and that's always a good thing to have. So I will throw this in to my bag when I travel so that I have that option. So again, it's still not even that big. You can fold this over, you can just pop it in. I love this because it's so thin, these few things, that I can slide it right next to my computer in my bag, and it's that easy. It's TSA approved, like I said, and you can mix and match so many of the colors. So that's how I like to travel. I always have one small palette for on the go, small trips, casual trips, beach trips, and then I have a little bigger pouch and more items for when I want more options. So those are the 2 ways I like to travel. How do you like to travel? Are you the minimalist, or you like to have a little bit of everything so you're prepared? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear how you like to travel. If you're interested in any of this makeup, I have a link down below, a color match form, which means I will help you make sure to get the right colors for your skin tone. And I'll walk you through the process of how to apply and all the tips and tricks of using Seint Cream Foundation. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. You'll get notified when new videos go up. And I love seeing you here, so definitely leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for hanging with me today, and I'll see you in the next video.